has just a giant rocket launcher that she can shoot. And I love the VFX, the smoke trail, the sound effects. It's very, very satisfying to shoot that thing.
Yep.
I was a fan of the fatality going up into space, and you see all the bloop, 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 on like the helmets. I think it's pretty cool. And then you come back down, they're frozen. I like it. I like it. It's a fun way to die.
It's pretty overkill.
It's a fun way to die.
I love a lot of just the aerial stuff, the bombing up into the air, and then the sending missiles down. It's just like a full-on barrage at all times, and I think that's really cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the effects, nailed it. Really feel good about those. They look awesome, and it feels like you're just constantly under pressure by this.
It definitely looks like you're constantly
machine.
under pressure. Yeah.
So that would be Sektor. Now, we will be getting to Sektor to show you how she plays in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But before then, I do want to get onto a few things. Over the next couple streams, we're going to be talking about some things coming up in the Chaos Reigns, which comes September 24th. Very exciting. There have been a lot of people asking about Havoc.
What?
Really?
And
Havoc?
And Chaos Reigns?
Yeah, right? And
What?
is Havoc going to get any changes, any buffs, anything like that? Well, as a Havoc main, I have good news for you. Havoc has some stuff coming, and to show you, we have a brief video we'd like to show, and then we'll come back and explain what you saw.
Inject some chaos into it.
Yep. Now, this might be something you want to go back and watch again to see what had happened, but there are a couple things in that video which, if you know Havoc, or if you've played against Havoc, you know are very different. For instance, in the match, Liu Kang uses his Towards 434, which has a big gap. Now, Havoc's arm flail is now faster, and the armor starts up quicker, so it actually can get through that. So that's a big change for Havoc. Really going to help out some Havoc players. It gives you, it just gives you enough time. It's fast enough to punish, which is nice. He also has a new move in the air you might have seen. It's kind of a stretchy kick. If you use meter on that, it actually
Havoc leg.
Right. If you use meter on that, it actually pops up, which is it's a ground bounce. So you're able to get a little more
bounce,
more bounce in your stuff.
More bounce for your back.
There you go.
And get some more combos out. He also has a new move, which is a low launcher.
Yeah, this one, I really love the animation that he's breaking his own knees to get down that low and scoop you up.
Right, so some more...
It's the easier way to do it.
Yeah.
More combo potential again.
Is it more combo potential?
Jump 2-4
Will it be
has
that?
a different reaction, so you can do just more combos. It used to, I believe, it used to push you back further. Now you're able to do more combos right there in the middle. So that's another thing Havoc got. So I'm sure you're going to want to go back and watch that, but as Havoc fans, I'm sure you're going to enjoy those changes. Really going to change up how Havoc plays. Now, there is a lot of other stuff coming for other characters, and we'll try to get to some of that in future streams. But today we're also going to talk about some cameo.
Ooh.
We have a lot of cameo changes coming.
We do, some exciting ones.
And some have been seen in some of the trailers and some of the teases. But first we're going to start out with Sub-Zero. So let's take a look at that video. So, Cameo Sub-Zero has a parry now.
That was chilly. That was
okay,
chilly.
very good, very good.
Thank you.
Love parries in any game. So you'll notice in the video when they could have poked, they used the parry,
Right.
which freezes them, and you can also combo after that. Now, a lot of savvy players might start knowing you're going to parry and wait.
And then what's going to do?
Well, then you can just throw the clone at them.
You can throw an ice clone?
You can throw the ice clone at advantage, too. So there's just some new stuff to bring into the Sub-Zero.
Who doesn't love throwing the ice clone?
Right, and you know, Havoc, a lot of people use Havoc and Sub-Zero, so this is two things that work well together as well. We also got one more to show today, one of my favorite characters in Mortal Kombat history. Jax has a new move that I think is pretty awesome.
It's a new move, but it's also an old move.
Right, a new move for this game, but he's used it for
classic,
years.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that video.
Just when he armored through and hit that, hit your cameo. Yeah.
classic gotcha grab.
Yep.
One of the best moves ever. So what you can do with this is if you are playing somebody and they keep using a similar sequence with their cameo, you can call gotcha grab out.
He's going to get you.
He'll get you.
He's going to get you.
He will punch the other cameo. He has 2 hits of armor, so you can stop their cameo in their tracks like that.
He doesn't mess around.
He doesn't.
He doesn't mess
really
around.
doesn't. So it's just another thing that's added to Jax's arsenal to help. And I really enjoy it because I like things that
Doing a live
affect
stream
other
game, so
cameos,
Right.
like seeing cameos interact.
And it's like he has now almost the full spectrum of his classic moves, too,
Yeah.
which is cool.
So that'll be fun to use, and I'm sure a lot of people will you play your friends all the time, the same thing. They have the same thing that they do, and now you have this little wrench you can throw in.
I'm going to get you.
And keep in mind, when you're hitting their cameo, their player is taking damage.
That's right.
So big things there. But I think I know why a lot of people
we're
are
taking
here
damage
right
from the
now.
cameo getting hit.
Derek. So there are things on the horizon, yeah?
Oh, I wasn't being serious, but yeah, there's always some things on the horizon, bud.
So we have some stuff coming for Invasions that we're going to hold, right?
Yeah, so of course we're going to have a new season. We've got a lot of just fun, quality of life things that we've done to this new season, season 8. But we're going to wait until the next stream because we've got
They
two
definitely
characters to go
turn off
through,
chat.
right? And I think people really want to see what's up with these condiment characters.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And we do, and there's some fun stuff like get hyped. There's some really cool stuff we'll be talking about.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But we don't want to take away
Fair.
from this.
Fair.
All right.
So Stephanie,
Yes.
let's talk about Cyrax first, yeah?
I'm very excited for this. I love the Cyber Ninjas. I've loved them since day 1 in MK3. These are 2 of my favorite MK characters.
So many hand cramps from that combo with
Oh,
Cyrax.
the Cyrax one? Well, the secret is you just hold back and hit high punch and high kick together and it'll come out.
That is cheating.
Some weird old guy at the arcade showed me
No,
that.
I just always so painful.
I like how
Tell
she
me,
said
when it
weird
comes to
old guy
Cyrax,
when you was a
What
weird old
type
guy.
of player will gravitate towards the game?
Here's how I always look at it. For
No
like
pun
years.
intended, but
For both of them.
just say it,
You
dog.
have
They called him the
Cyrax
weird old
is
guy
kind
when
of
he
the
was the
tricky
man.
trap, sneaky character with the bombs. Even back in '95, you had like the different kind of bombs, the anti-air grab and stuff like that. She kind of forces movement, tries to make the person struggle to get in, and then you hit him with the net, and kind of the setup character, kind of a thinking player's character.
Right.
And in the opposite end of the spectrum, you have Sektor, who's like, yeah, that's cool. I shoot a homing rocket.
Yeah, rockets, punch,
Yeah, more
rockets,
straightforward and all
punch.
that.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's something that we carried on to this. And that's not to say Sektor doesn't have her own share of tricky stuff, but I think Cyrax is going to be a character for really, really creative players, and Sektor is going to be a more straightforward character. And I think it's awesome. They have like the stuff you'd expect from MK9, and then a bunch of new stuff. They both have new mobility options with new technology they didn't have before, and it's very, very cool. I'd say like a lot of MK1
I still have that
characters,
statue that's at the
it's
top
kind of the
right.
design team
The
is like, what are the
MKX
key
statue,
moves that make
colors
these
edition.
these characters. Put in some spice,
And salt and
Like
pepper.
that Goron
and
to the
some
left.
salt and pepper, and some
ketchup and mustard.
and then blend it all together, and we have a new take on these classic characters.
All right. Do we want to take a look at Cyrax?
Let's check her out.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna give
Alright,
us the
so
classic
one of
scan
the
of them
new
too.
things she
Like
has
they
is
are.
on her feet, she
They
has
should have
these,
just
like,
gave us that
jetpacks.
automatically with this
You
game.
can see in a lot of her normal attacks. They
Like you already got the cameo,
her to
just
do a wall
reskin
jump,
it and
which
give
is
it
really
to
neat.
us for the reanimated
And
for
she's
the
using a lot of her
actual
normals.
character.
But she also has the gadgets you kind of expect.
But then again, it's a
The
female, not a guy.
buzzsaws from like MK9.
It's a female in the fucking suit, like it's Iron Man.
Speaking of MK9, I think one of the coolest normals she has is a command grab. She switches places
Ooh.
or goes into an attack. And you could like set a bomb and then it can blow up into them. This was one of her strongest moves in MK9. And this is a true command grab. Like if they're crouch blocking, it will actually hit them and all that. So that can be super deadly.
The spin into the kick is a wonderful. I absolutely love it.
She also has this cool move from Deadly Alliance. And this has a mechanic where you can hold it down, charge it up, and you can cancel it. So you can do fun stuff like your grabs, let it go, fake it out, do the quick version. And she has these cool step kicks. And this ends in kind of a ragdoll style move.
And when you were saying
Up
like
on their
trick,
live
that's the
stream.
sort of thing that spin out into a throw,
Exactly.
like all these sort of
You got
things.
options from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her standing high kick is another spinning move, which you can hold it down or cancel it.
In the live stream, in the live reaction.
No, that's part of the robot suit is making it so you don't get dizzy. And then this normal attack, which is definitely my favorite, because I think the bomb part is very, very funny.
Cool.
And that
So-
bomb part, that's normal.
It is, yeah. So let's go into her special moves.
Bomb hits twice.
First off, you have to have it. It's been one of the most classic Cyrax moves is your bomb toss. Close, medium, far. A subtle detail I like is the animation actually changes depending on how she's throwing it. Like you can see, the toss is just an overhead toss. Now, something new, the EX version will actually track the opponent and then have a helicopter pop up for even better combos. So the opponent's trying to run away, it'll actually follow them.
That's awesome. I'm gonna get ya.
Then she has a new take on the teleport. This time, it's kind of reminiscent of the human Cyrax teleport from MK9, but she leaves a bomb. So she'll teleport behind, leave a bomb. You can see it on the floor there. Or she can choose to do one that has faster recovery that doesn't leave a bomb. Or you can do an EX version that instead of teleporting, she kind of goes back or forth in like kind of a dash kind of thing. If you do it from full screen, she won't go in front of them. But if you're a little bit closer, she will be behind them.
More
so you can kind of
tricks.
mix it up, exactly. And a fun little thing about all of her bomb attacks, if you hold the 4 button down, the bomb will be a fake out dud.
Oh, gotcha.
So you can do that with all of her bomb attacks, which is a fun little thing. You
Little
can,
mind tricks. Little mind tricks.
put out a fake bomb and then actually call a cameo, and the opponent's like trying to attack out of it. Now, another one of the moves is this spinny spin kick, which the EX version has armor and a dive kick ender.
Ooh.
And there's an air version that will capture them in the air, and if the EX, she throws the net.
Oh, that's cool.
And speaking of the net, one more special move to show. The classic net is now this like foam goo that will trap them in place. And you get your free combo. But the EX version is similar to the classic net, but with rocket boosters that will push them super far. So you'll see, full screen it pushes them far, but you're not going to combo. But if you're close to the wall, you still do get the capture state.
That's awesome.
So it kind of depends on like your space control, where you're at, whether or not you're going to get a combo.
So that's, just like we've talked about, the upgrading of what was from the past to the future.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I think it's really, really cool to take a lot of the moves, what was famous about her in the past games, and what can we do that's new?
But not forgetting the net as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But also nothing but net.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, a lot of great nods to the classic. Very cool.
Already
So,
doing a lot of mix
you
up
wanna
combos.
finish
They
this
just
out
showing
with the
basic
X-ray?
shit. Come on,
Let's
man,
see
get
it.
some combos going. What time the game
All
starts?
right.
6
That
or
was
7?
Cyrax. Super cool. Fun bomb setups. Fun
Yep.
tricks to play.
Lots of trickery.
And some real good mobility.
I also really liked during the,
I didn't order my
the
pizza.
fatal blow into where like the bomb rolls down, she's all flashy about it. Yeah,
Pick
super
up
cool.
at 8.
Hype.
Hype!
That's Peacock, right?
What do we got next?
I think we're gonna now
Yeah,
move
PK.
right into
Yeah, I'm good. I
talking
got
about
it.
how Sektor plays.
Ooh.
All right, so let's go into Sektor. So Sektor also has a bunch of high-tech stuff, a bunch of gadgets. Let's go into normals first. I think one of her cooler normals is her standing 2 is like this double fist rocket punch, but you can charge it up. And then it gets knocked down and you get a lot more damage, but the cool thing is she can actually keep the charge by canceling it. And now you'll see her fists still have the glow, and she can go straight to the powered up version. There's also a special move I'll show later that can allow you to charge it.
Spoilers.
One of her best normals is forward 2, 1, 2, which is like this advancing mid that pops up.
Everybody loves combo. Oh,
It's like a combo starter. She also has this big swingy overhead with her rocket launcher. And to complement it, a low with her rocket boots. She has a really cool forward 3-4, goes into the air.
spends a lot of time in the air.
Yeah, you can see like her rocket boosters are used in all her moves, and all that. I love the effects.
Some of my favorite, like that, if the finish of that move, I love crumples like that.
Yes.
One of my favorite reactions in the game.
And I love this new take on the MK3 throw.
Ooh.
One of the coolest throws in the game. Let's go over her special moves. First, we can start like Cyrax. She has a new mobility tool, which is these rocket boosters, which allow her to do an air dash.
Cool.
And she can do normal attacks from it. She can do some moves. She can double it. A really cool way to get around. So you'll see, she can get around in the air. The opponent's going to have a hard time because of her zoning tools. She can shoot her rocket. If you EX it, it actually catches them on fire and does a little damage over time.
Effects look amazing.
Look at the tick on that shit.
Jumping rocket. If you EX this one, she can actually decide when the rocket will go off. Like you can do it early, or you can hold it halfway through, let it go when it hits the ground, etc. And then she has this awesome one, probably my favorite move, the Sidewinder. And if you EX it, you get the absolute classic MK3. Targeting rocket. I love when fans used to call it dumb rocket and smart rocket.
I love the targeting application too on the
version. She can hold it down, cancel the second hit, and this has armor.
Oh.
She also has Blast Shield, where she clamps her feet on the ground, puts out this. This absorbs projectiles and has some really fun follow-ups. So, the regular version, when she absorbs a projectile, she can quickly input one of her rocket moves.
So it's almost like she's sending something right back.
Exactly. Now, the EX version, she can actually do any of her special moves. I did not mean to do her X-ray. You can do her teleport, which I'm going to cover in a second. And one other cool thing about this move is absorbing a projectile successfully gives you a charge of her standing too.
That is a lot.
And then she also has the teleport, which I just said we talk about. She goes up, then she comes down. It's a combo starter. It's kind of a new take on the classic uppercut. And if you EX it, it's even more similar. It actually starts off with the punch.
Right. She is all over the screen.
Yeah, so you can see she's a character who is going to, you know, absolutely dominate the air. She can be in the air, but she's going to stop you from being in the air. So you're going to have to play the ground game. And then she has awesome range, awesome anti-zoning.
Just some interesting tricks too with the shield.
Exactly.
I feel like
Really
Sektor is going to be the better
Your opponent's
of
gonna
the
have to
two.
decide if they see you use meter on that. What do you do?
Sektor just like
What's your next
she has
move?
more bullshit. The Cyrax,
Yeah, and obviously
Cyrax,
you try to
and
zone her to
Cyrax
stop her
and-
zoning, and she can start absorbing your projectiles and then have her standing too, ready to go. So now we'll go into her X-ray.
Sure.
We teased it before, and now we can actually do it.
Cyrax is going to be setups after setups, so it's like you're not going to be doing a lot of big combos, just setting up bullshit.
All right. So Cyrax and Sektor, there they are.
There they are. It's very exciting. Sektor would definitely be probably my top 5 or so favorite MK characters. So I'm pretty stoked for this.
Didn't know that.
I can't wait for people to see Chaos Reigns, their role in this story. It's very, very different. It is the new era, but there are some aspects that sometimes time refuses to change. Like Sektor is very much all in on the Liu Kang, or the Lin Kuei and the cybernetic process, and maybe Cyrax has some reservations.
No
and stuff.
spoilers.
You'll have to see, and then of course, Noob Saibot is going to be awesome.
So we will be having another stream soon. No date yet. We'll be talking about Noob Saibot and some other stuff.
Yep.
Definitely some other character things that are coming.
And in general, like just Chaos Reign
Yeah,
updates,
for
right?
sure,
Yeah,
for sure. So we'll let you know when we know when that's going to be. But until then, I think that's it for us today.
If you haven't pre-ordered yet, be sure you pre-order so you can get the exclusive skins.
Absolutely.
Really cool skins.
Absolutely. We do, though, after we sign off, as usual, there will be a Sektor fight against Tanya that QA put together.
Oh.
So with that, thank you both again for
thank
always
you.
being here. It's always a great
It's always
time.
fun.
Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next time on the Kombat Cast.
Brawl Sub-Zero. The maze.
You've created more mechanized monstrosities?
Many, and I can't wait to unleash them.
Round one, fight.
So that's negative then. Oh, I forgot Frost Wall shit can do that now. Ooh. Oh! What the fuck did Sub-Zero do? Yeah, he's dead. Yo, Sub-Zero just frozen through him. Let him do damage to him.
Round two, fight.
She used meter for that? So that shit ain't block the punishment. I don't know if that's a low or a high over here. That's definitely too crowded.
Like the beat.
Final round, fight.
Looks like she's gonna have some good recovery for that. She didn't use meter for that. He just comboed her again.
Meager skill.
Oh!
Nothing can stop me.
Brutality. Sektor wins.
Oh ho ho! Hold on, dog. Oh ho!
Meager skill.
Two times. Clean her ass
Nothing
up.
can stop me.
Brute.
Let's look at that. Hold on. So she gotta use meter for that. So to do a double air thing. So the wall that Frost does keeps you from falling too far back so you can combo. That's to keep you locked in. But that is a combo starter. That bullshit playing. if it hit negative though. And that's Sub-Zero shit right there. Funny as hell. I wonder if that's a high. You can just crouch block it, but I doubt it. Did she use meter on that?
Final round.
Yeah, she got 2 bars right now. She used meter on the shield thing. That in combo, she missed it. Oh, let's go back to the other round. This round right here. Do her. Use meter. No. What she did? Yeah, she used meter for that one. Okay. Yeah, so she has to use meter for that. That home and rocket to hold it down.
Fight.
Hold on, let's look at that real quick. Yeah, she used meter for the instant charge. This is already pre-recorded, so they're not playing this shit live. Or they didn't play this live.
Nothing can stop me.
Brutality. Sektor wins.
Iron Man at his finest. Well, Sektor looks better than Cyrax. Just letting y'all know right now. She just looks better. I mean, they only gave you a brief bullshit with Cyrax, because Cyrax seems like she's gonna just do a lot of setups. She's gonna have decent damage. Most of her damage gonna have to come from faking them out with whatever bullshit. Throwing a dud bomb, doing for a grab, and then try to get like a combo out of with whatever cameo she has. They said they're making some changes to some cameos, and so far we just saw Jax with his gotcha grab damaging the cameo. But when he damaged the cameo, you take damage yourself. So if you got low health and you trying to throw out a cameo and he do that shit, that's gonna be rough. I wonder how far across the screen will he do that gotcha grab, because I know with Pharaoh you can hop her on her back and then like move backwards. So if you move out of range and then throw your cameo, would it still, happen? But yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it, guys. There's nothing else much to do for that. So thank you guys for tuning in. We just wanted to get that out the way, see what that is. A little 30-minute showcasing. Yeah. Other than that, guys, appreciate it. We'll catch y'all next week. Oh, Friday we'll be back on Call of Duty. So Call of Duty will be back grinding that open weekend. I will do a full review after the second week to see if they done any changes or anything to Call of Duty, because right now they got to really nerf that Jackal PDW. But we'll be back Friday, live streaming again. I do got some videos I need to work on, put up, but I want to do a full review, and I wanted to wait till after the second weekend to see if they made any adjustments, changes from the first weekend. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch y'all next one.